Rumor has it there's an envoy from Adir among us.
Welcome back. You are here to collect a bounty, huh? Whose death am I recording? Impressive. I wonder if my theory about her is correct. Is that so? Huh, how fascinating. Here's hoping I get to prove to study the flow of essence into the region's fauna after all this is done. If only we could find a way to coexist with them. But I suppose it is in their nature to oppose innovation. Huh? Nature? From the depths of my soul, I thank you. May their poor souls find peace in their rest. Good. Outlaws living off the hard work of others deserve nothing less. I see. Then the other bounty hunters did not fare so well. I am glad at least to know of their fate. Perfetto! That's all of them! Ah, yes. Forgive my manners. Thank you, truly. At last I can turn my attention to more important things. Oh, how I've missed my research. Oh, please take this. It's from my personal collection of essence-infused oddities. I have a feeling you will find it of more use than I would.
You return! Have you visited all 3 grave sites? Thank you for helping the dead to rest, my friend. You have done Fior a great service.
And wasted perfectly good food in the process.
Now, will you stand and pray with me? Another time, perhaps. Well then, allow me to thank you properly. Please, take this token of Barrett's favor. May it keep you from her path for just a moment longer. May the usher find you quickly, Aimika, and ferry you gently to the next life.
Please tell me you found them.
Your rangers lost to the Dream Scourge. Nothing we could do.
The Dream Scourge. Here. Tell me you're joking. Villagers talked about the Dream Scourge for weeks. I was too busy resenting his easy life to listen to him. They'd been acting sideways more than just distracted from their work. I thought it was... Well, I don't have to tell you twice. I was so wrong. I think I know the answer, but is either of them still alive? Poor Belena, poor Adelaro. I wish it weren't for the best. They would have brought the Dream Scourge to others. In the meantime, I still have to break this to Vidaro, somehow. When people find out we have Dream Thralls, he'll blame the Rangers to save himself. Blackmail Vidaro. Have you landed on your head? I'm too worn down to worry about myself. My rangers, though... Maybe I do owe Vidaro a visit. Here. You went to a lot of trouble. You ought to be paid for it. It's time for me to get out of here and actually do my job.
Looks like no one is safe from the Dream Scourge. There's nothing anyone can do.
I really do hope you can end this, Envoy.
Nadiran, you're very resourceful, and a more than capable companion for poor Giatta. With any luck, I can tell you a great deal. Now that I've got the heart, my thirsty invention will drink deeply of its essence. All that's left to do is calibrate it. First things first, let's have a look at your soul. I'm going to ask some questions to induce a metaphysical quiver. No, not to worry, just testing your reflexes. Let's start with an easy one. You wake up on a beach, looking up into the sun. Your hands are covered in blood. All right. Let's try some word association. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum. Chrysalis.
Hands reach through a mirror. They clasp you by the throat.
Hello? You still with me? No, we should stop. This has gone far enough. Let's go over your results. Your soul has a fascinating internal structure. Perfectly balanced. An artist couldn't have made it better. Your godlike nature is a marvel to behold. What I see is something entangled about your soul. An outside presence that both is and isn't a part of you. It's old, dark, and rather tricky to pin down. Very interesting. Not without killing you. Fascinating. Thank you for getting my machine calibrated again. But you came for Giatta's theory of the Dream Scourge. Between the two of us, she's on to something. Our farms are in great peril. The essence has been drained from the land, diverted, like the flow of a river. Exactly. And if I know essence, it can't have gone too far. All I can tell you is keep looking. You'll find what you're after. As much as I hate giving people bad news, that's all I have. Please give Giatta my fondest regards.
Keep looking, huh? I'm getting a bad feeling about what we'll find. Yeah, I'll be honest. He lost me when we started. Are talking about souls. What did I miss?
I hope you aren't afraid of lightning. Where there's animancy, there's bound to be lightning. I hate to admit it, but I saw that one coming. Those two don't get out much. When Ignacy took away their research funding, I pulled some strings to get it back. He told me I was a fool, but they'll prove him wrong someday. I have faith. Good timing. I'm about ready to get started. So, did you learn anything of particular interest? Makes sense. You won't find a better source of energy. Look at us. Barely even started, and already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi. Under the circumstances, the two are not so different. I needed those animancers for more than their expertise. Monto's invention nullifies spiritual interference. Having it up and running means we won't get any false signals. Whenever I tap into an Adra pillar, Elia's farmhands tend to get a little bitey. Thanks to you, they won't be a problem. And then there's Yvette and Remy, the governor's eyes and ears. In exchange for privacy, I gave them a test subject. I'd call that a good day's work. Now we just need the right equipment for the job. When my parents died, they left me their life's work. An invention like no other. The phantasmal focus. Oh, I thought about it. The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident. Since they died.
I'm sure everything's fine. It's just a spooky death basement.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there. Terrible mistake. The door to the basement is just outside, around the corner. Of course you'll need a key. Please excuse the mess.
That's where her parents died. I'm glad we can spare her from having to go back. Okay, walking into the basement of an animancer I just met. Right, feels great. Don't know what I expected, but this isn't it.
Haven from the Blight. Who grows here?
I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
What a horrific fate.
Beauty reborn. A life of peace.
Guys, we can leave now, right?
Poor Giatta. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
I don't. Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giatta's parents, or whatever's left of them.
So they're dead?
Or something like that.
Gods, I can't believe this.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there? I didn't have the words. All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing. Quilici thought so too. Even Ignacy offered to lend a hand. But I forbade it. My mother had an idea about how to use the essence of the living lands. And it destroyed her. My father. Our family.
People are too quick to risk everything for an ideal. I'm sorry it didn't work out for your family.
So I swore an oath. No one could enter the lab until I understood what happened. I'm on the right track to figuring it out, which is almost as good. Enough about me. Let's worry about you for a change. With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way. The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar, and I know the perfect one. Naku Tadek, the old godless ruin west of Fior. There should be some equipment waiting for us. Naku Tadek is special. I used to play there as a child and take rubbings of the memorial plaques. Historians think it may have once been a burial ground, a place where souls can return to the earth. So, we kept the tradition alive. Many of our founders are buried there, though not all of them, as you discovered. Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Fior. No telling how long we'll be gone. I almost forgot. Someone gave me a letter for you. They said it was for the envoy's eyes alone. You, my new friend, are full of surprises. And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance anxiety. That was not my finest hour. I was so angry. Mistakes were made. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, I don't want there to be any mistakes.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Once we're all together, we should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off.
there you are. Did you deal with those bandits? Oh, thank the gods. At least you've bought me a little more time. More importantly, you've saved me from having to explain it to my wife. Sylvia's a fine woman, and, well, she doesn't need to know it's come to this. Let me at least pay you. It's not much, but it's what I can afford. It's honest money, too. Don't forget it. Next time they come for my harvest, I'll be ready. I tell you that.
Hello again, friend. Have you looked in on those Zarups? Thank you, friend. I don't need the details, really. Just thank you for your help. I will let the Rangers know that the Zarups are no longer a problem. My guess is that will come as a relief. Take this for your troubles, friend. I suppose we'll get to work replacing these machines.
Come up with another small fortune out of thin air.
Quiet, you.
Worth and wrath! You tear it all off! Worth and wrath!
Next one's mine! Come and get me!
Worth and wrath!
That'll show him.
Worth and wrath!
Nicely done!
To your left!
and wrath!
I was just getting warmed up.
Hello? Please, I need... You're the Adiran envoy. I'm fine. I just need a moment. I've spotted a number of your people out in the forest. Still Garot, I assume? Please, just continue on your way. Do me the favor of not pretending Adir hasn't set their sights on Fior. I was clearly attacked by an Adiran raiding party. I'm sure you think that's true, but...
Worth and wrath!
One for you!
Another soul for the wheel! Who's next? Anyone?
Aye, aye.
Worth and wrath!
Show me what you got. Watch the left.
Worth and wrath!
You're not looking so good. Nice.
Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath!
On your right.
Vida!
Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath!
I got it. Let's see what you got. Good one.
Oh, my apologies, my friend. Is there any chance we've met before? I seem to have forgotten, well, everything.
Nakuchio? It's me, Giatta. Do you know where you are?
I have no idea where, or even who I am. I just came out here with no memory whatsoever.
I've seen him absent-minded before, but never like this.
Well, I'm sure we are. But you wouldn't mind showing me proof to confirm the debt, would you? I lost my memory, old friend, not my mind. May I see that? Oh, this is by Aguccio Pan Liberi. That's the name your friend there called me. This seems to be an attempt to create an elixir that allows one to bypass tedium by simply not experiencing or remembering it. If so, I may have made some miscalculations in planning the experiment. Oh, I will. Let that be a lesson to all of... me. Thank you for your time, my friend. I bid you good day.
Worth and wrath!
One for you!
Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath!
Over here!
Worth and wrath!
We make a good squad.
Sinkholes are a recent development. The land itself is rejecting us.
Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath!
I was worried for a second.
Come
Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath!
See what you got!
Worth and wrath!
I'll fix this.
Worth and wrath!
You're bleeding!
Worth and wrath!
Come and get me!
Worth and wrath!
A little power goes a long way. Just a little spark.
I smell rot. There's something unnatural here.
Worse than rot!
Let's see what you got.
Worse than rot! Worse than rot! Worse than rot!
Something unnatural here.
Let's see what you got.
Dead! Worse than rot! Worse than rot! Worse than rot! Worse than rot! Worse than rot!
Come and get me!
Worse than rot! Worse than rot!
Careful, to the left! Don't you die on me!
Worse than
another soul for the wheel!
I'm fading. That's one for us.
Charge it up. Just a little spark.
You ever seen a backstabbing ogre? Didn't think so.
Something reeks about this. We should tell Captain Arciano.
Ready, aim. Oh, I thought Helia was all about art and birds and pretty things.
That looks like a piece of the thing you were fiddling with at camp.
That's done? Who's hungry?
Traveler.
Good to see you again, Envoy. I told you we'd cross paths once more. If you need to restock, I have some new wares. Well, Oh, just taking a bit of a breather before I continue. I'd much rather rest a bit here than in Shatterscarp. I've heard the desert can be brutal. Well, uneventful enough. Gods be praised. But let's just say I'm more grateful than ever for this hand-me-down equipment. The spoilings in Delimgan out here are vicious, and even the less mobile plant life seems like it wants me dead. Until later, friend. Stay safe out there.
I hope no one minds. I made myself at home. Thank you again for letting me join you. An Animancer never misses an opportunity to embrace the unknown. Still, being an Animancer feels different without Fior Messiverno. For the first time, I don't have to prove myself to anyone. You're forgetting all the bridges I burned on my way out. No, that part of my life is over. At least now I have a place I can call my own. Believe me, that's plenty. Not to change the topic, but this little adventure of ours, will it be dangerous? Just making sure I know what I signed up for. My mother and father taught me how to defend myself, among other things. When you need me, I'll be ready. I hope so, anyway. What are you so curious about? That little island off of Dawnshore? None that I know of. Ignato Castor led the Valian trading company in the Deadfire Archipelago. Among other things, he invested in the future of animancy, and apparently he had interests here. Anytime. Whether or not Castor succeeded, I don't think it's folly to dream. Now that you mention it, I did try and awaken my soul, to become fully aware of my past lives. Every Animancer tries, and fails. It's practically a rite of passage. So, one evening, I crept into the workshop and cobbled an invention together from spare parts. Amateur work. Then I turned it on. Big mistake. The next thing I knew, it was morning. I was floating in the fountain, and my head was pounding like a drum.
You don't need animancy for that. Just rum and a crew on shore leave.
That answers a lot of questions, honestly.
Sometimes I wonder, what if it actually worked? What if all of this happened before, and I'm just reliving the events of a past life? I try not to think about it too much. Anyone in particular? I warn you, I'm not the best judge of first impressions. We haven't been together long, but I think I have you figured out. In Paradise, you killed your killer. Some would call that justice. Others would call it vengeance. But who am I to judge? In your shoes, I might have done the same. Fior Messiverno tolerates you well enough. No doubt thanks to my influence. Of course, all I know is what you've done. You may not think these choices reflect who you are. At the end of the day, you shouldn't care what anyone thinks. All that matters is how you see yourself. Kai is a useful fellow. We need people like him to keep you grounded. Just not too grounded. On the surface, Kai is all charm and confidence. You feel good knowing he's around. But there's something deeper. Something in his core that he guards from everyone. Maybe even himself. Anytime. Marius is working through something. An old wound that hasn't healed. A search for forgiveness? Who knows? He's a tough fellow, but I wouldn't put too much pressure on him. We're all wounded. That's the price of survival in the living lands. Just look at you. Only just got here and you died in the line of duty. You may not be from the living lands, but the island left you a scar to remember. Now, you're just like us. I've spilled all the gossip I know. Ask me again when there's a new face in camp. I suppose you deserve to know, after what I put you through. My mother wanted to expand Fior's agriculture. Feeding Emerald Stair wasn't ambitious enough. She wanted to feed the world. She thought she could break the wilderness, using animancy as the whip. Turn the living lands into a garden. You wouldn't be the first to think so. After my father put the finishing touches on the phantasmal focus, she was impatient to get started. After all, whoever controls the spirit of the living lands has nature in the palm of their hand. Indeed, a world run by animancy. Emerald Stair was just the beginning to her. My father thought she was brilliant. Others thought she was mad. I think she was a victim of her own ambition. She wanted so much, and there was so little time to achieve it. Theoretically, her plan should have worked. But the living lands had other ideas. When she used the phantasmal focus, theory collided with reality. Everything went wrong. Don't worry. I've lived with it for a while now. I thought my family's research could help Emerald Stair. That it could banish the Dream Scourge from our lands. Of course, Vidaro wouldn't even give me a chance. He was afraid of history repeating itself. Still, I'm hopeful. This legacy of mine could change animancy as we know it. And something tells me I'm close to a breakthrough. Closer than my mother ever got. I hardly think your Emperor would approve. Good thing he's on the other side of the world. No Animancer has engineered an ecosystem before. Maybe, with a little luck, I could be the first. Not before I've done some reading.
Envoy? Hard to imagine what Giatta's going through right now, with her parents and all that. I mean, I have no idea what actually happened there, but she lost her people. She'll need time to get past that. And she deserves it. Right, changing the subject. Not before I've done some reading.
I wish... Between the two of us, thank you for helping Yatsli reach that vase. Maybe it seems like nothing to you, but to her it's everything. When you consider how many Orlans and dwarves there are, it's outrageous that we build so high off the ground. If only all of our adventures were that straightforward. Don't let her size fool you. On the inside, Yatsli stands as tall as a mountain. One of these days she's going to change the world. Shake things up. And I'll be at her side, grinning like a fool. Anyway, thanks again. You too.
Did they not glow in the light? Her parents, her sentinels. To grow and flourish still, life without rot, form without death. The lake dries. Prune the bellflowers. Why should anything wilt? Endless spring. They breathe. They flower. They will never fade. Apple into seed. We think not. They have blossomed now. They sing in peace. Was it not worth the change? Life. Germinate the sprouts. No winter, only spring. They are strong now, vibrant, better than their frail shells. Even the darkest evening clouds part with the morning mist. Sleep now. Dream of beauty and new life. We will speak soon.
Worth and Wrath!
Next one's mine.
Worth and Wrath! Ahek Worth and Wrath! Ahek Worth and Wrath!
That'll show 'em.
Envoy. Welcome back to the... What? I mean... I'm sorry. What? Could you possibly elaborate? Not that. I know all about that. Well, maybe I only know a little. It's just that these sorts of things happen to other people, but never me. I wouldn't even know where to start. I was afraid you were going to say that. It seems I need to gather my wits and figure out what to do next. I have no skill with romance, you see. Oh dear.
What is it? Ado!
Even if we want to stop,
Welcome back.
we may not be
Care
able
to take a...
It's the principle of the thing.
What's that say?
Genuine healing crystal. Curas di male ora.
Envoy? What are you... Huh. You're full of surprises. I was expecting someone else, but... I think this could work out better for both of us. Not yet. Not unless you go back to Asierno and tell her everything. Once you hear my side, Envoy, I think you'll agree I was only trying to help. After a fashion.
Unbelievable.
They were a means to an end. Don't tell them that. Everyone likes to feel special. They were supposed to kill Verano, but... I guess they figured they could get more coin if they ransomed him back to us instead. Idiots. Unfortunately. I didn't want to, but he forced my hand. I thought I was clever. Skimming a little extra pay from the coffers, surveying the city's weaknesses, laying caches for my friends. But it was like Monato had eyes in the back of his head. Nothing got by him. I tried to explain, but he couldn't understand. Wouldn't. He'd completely closed his ears to reason.
So you killed him for it?
Poor bastard was always too principled for his own good. I'm preparing Emerald Stair for Adir's arrival, obviously. Your people have already pacified Paradis. With contracts and clean water, with promises of safety. I want to be safe. I want all of us to finally be safe.
You've got a hazy picture at best, Dorso. The Envoy was still killed in the street, and Ludwine's idea of pacified is anything but.
And I know what empires do, Envoy. They expand. Your soldiers would have come here sooner or later. I'm helping us avoid resistance and bloodshed when they do. Fior is wasting away, Envoy. Animancy isn't helping us anymore, if it ever did. But no one in the city wants to admit it.
So you murder your own?
Our crops rot in the fields, bears turn to beasts and attack on sight. The very earth disintegrates beneath our feet.
You blame us for the problems we've been trying to solve. How can you be so short-sighted?
I think it's time we accept help from someone stronger, wealthier, better organized. From Adir. Then we can turn things around like Paradis has. Maybe then we can be safe.
We came here to escape control, to choose our own path, but no. She wants to throw away everything we built.
But Vidarro, Quilici, Captain Asierno, they're too proud. They won't do what must be done. So I'm doing it myself. You want me to... what? Run off into the wilderness? Exile myself? After everything I've done, this can't be how it ends.
Better get used to it quickly then. The wilderness is going to eat you alive.
Even for a competent ranger, exile is certain death. But what will you tell Asierno? They'll come after me, all of them. What? Fuck! I'm going!
Coward.
Good.
I sincerely hope you have some good news for me.
What? Captain, I don't buy it.
Masani here nearly had me convinced there was a conspiracy afoot. How can this be? I don't know. Massa?
Monato did spend a lot of time around that cave, keeping eyes on Vitor and his ogre.
But that's exactly what confuses me. Why would they suddenly kill him now?
I bet she didn't even look into it.
Let's not call the envoy a liar to her face, Masoni.
Some face. Freak show, more like.
Masoni! I watched you hike all over this valley, envoy. Why don't you tell us what really happened?
Envoy.
I should have known.
Ilia's wings uplift us.
I trained that boy myself. I always knew he had a temper, but I never...
It's not your fault. You know how angry he's been that we won't let him go off alone. And Monato was the one who convinced you that Casagrada wasn't ready. Casagrada's still on watch near the docks. I'll go collect him when we're through here.
Thank you, Masso. What a nightmare. I don't know what I'm going to tell my men. A traitor in the Rangers. Thank you, Envoy. With the traitor gone, I can find a way to move forward and rebuild trust within the squad. I suppose anything is possible. Here's your reward. It's the least we can do for your assistance. Thank you again. Step carefully out there. We are living through strange times.
Did the kid really have to take the fall for this?
was wondering, what do souls feel like?
I still can't believe it. Dorso was betraying her brothers-in-arms, all in the name of saving Emerald Stair. I don't know what awaits her, but I can't think of much worse than losing home. She did. I think that's the part that haunts me worse than what she did. How do you keep yourself on the right path, especially when there's so much at stake? I was afraid you'd say something like that. Just please be careful. I saw this in Rauatai's campaign in the Deadfire. You start out with purpose. You're fighting alongside your brothers and sisters, battling pirates and slavers, bringing civilization to a lawless, divided land. But then, you're breaking up villages, turning tribes against their rivals. It gets messy, fast. I'm less worried about who has a claim to the living lands than what Adir might ask of you. Same as Rauatai asked of us. Empires are hungry, Envoy, and they devour their own too. Don't let your allegiances turn you into something you can't live with. I'll be here if you need me.
I can't believe it. Ranger Dorso. A traitor to Fior Messiverno. At least she isn't our problem anymore. My people let nature judge the turncoats. Always have. Rarely, and only when their guilt is certain. Exile in the living lands is not the worst fate a criminal can suffer, but it's close, and always deserved. Still, it's a shame. Dorso gave up on the dream of Fior Messiverno. Blamed animancers for the problems we tried to solve. And I hate to see anyone lose hope. That's all for now. Let me know if there's anything else. If I must.
Didn't that cartographer's letter say she was near Naku Tudek?
Naku Tadek is a place of spiritual power. We're sure to find the answers we seek.
Why do they call it that anyway?
Good question. It means ancient soil. Naku Tadek was old when these lands were young. The godless built around artifacts. They felt a deeper connection to the spirit world.
Not bad, envoy.
We make a good squad.
A little power goes a long way. Just a little spark.
Worth and wrath!
Who's next? Anyone?
Worth and wrath! 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 Worth and wrath!
Watch your right!
Worth and wrath! wrath!
Little power goes a long way. Bring our dead to Naku Tudek. But for you, I'll make an exception.
Hey! You there! Salutations, traveler. Welcome to lovely Naku Tudek. It's seen better times, but it's still a marvel of ancient architecture. Oh, but I forget myself. I'm Alyssa, a wanderer and explorer, and sometimes even a merchant. Like now. Care to see my wares?
Stand back. Coming in hot.
Not sure about that.
Well, there are worse places to go.
Worth and
wrath! Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath!
Come and get me!
Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath!
I was worried for a second.
Here it comes.
Worth and wrath!
Watch your right! Coming from your right!
Worth and wrath! Then!
Let's see what you got!
Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath!
Over here!
Worth and wrath!
Under my
Worth and wrath!
Another win, but who's counting?
Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath! Worth and wrath!
Nicely done!
This is a spiritual haven. Could we remove the animancy? If you've come to Naku Tadek for a funeral, I'm afraid you're late. Or early, perhaps?
We're actually here to conduct some research.
I see. Well, do remember that this is a holy site, and others may be meditating. For an acolyte of Berith, there is no higher honor than the giving of last rites. Naku Tadek dates back to ancient times. It was, and remains, a mausoleum of the soul. Unfortunately, godless ruins have a strong connection to the other side. They attract unwanted attention. May the gods lead you down a favorable path. Machines shocked me.
There should be some equipment by the Adra pillar.
We remember these walls. Yes, we have been here.
Well, here we are on the precipice of discovery. Armed and ready for mischief.
I'm 2 out of 3 anyway.
Before we get started, indulge me. What are you excited to learn about? We'll get to that and more, I promise. Now, I'm going to tap into the pillar's dormant energy and give it a good shake. In layman's terms, I'm chumming the water and daring the Dream Scourge to show its ugly face. This is no time for hesitation. All right. Drawing on the energy of the phantasmal focus, I'll start with a low-frequency ethereal vibration. I've got nothing. You?
Like I could go for some pie.
Shit. All right, adjusting the frequency. The focus is warming up. I hope that's a good sign. Let me know if you feel something. Who knows how your godlike nature will react to this. Brace yourself. We're going to pin this bastard down.
Are you sure about this?
Don't worry, I'm a professional. Now, there goes nothing.
Souls in a circle, a whirlpool. We twine, we twine.
Hey, I think I got something. The focus twitched, like a fishing rod. Is that a door? Not the result I was looking for, but a result nonetheless. Hold on to that feeling. We might need it again. Right before the door opened, I detected something in the Adra. I was right. The Dream Scourge has a point of origin. We can study the affliction from here, but I don't know that we can stop it. My thoughts exactly. If we want to stop the Dream Scourge, we still need to learn more about the source of the affliction. I hate to say it, but we'll get better results at the base of the pillar, where the energies are more potent. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. After you.
But we gotta see what's down there now.
Gods! Did you open that door? I've been praying here for ages. And in all that time, I've never found a way down to the lower levels. Not one. Who are you, stranger? If you don't return, I'll tell the others what happened.
Don't leave out how tall, good-looking, and charming we all are.
Welcome back. I hope the wilderness gave you safe passage. May I help you? You did! To think a godlike would deliver this back to me. I feel blessed, truly. Wherever he is, Eothas smiles on you. Believe me, I will. I'll treasure it with my life, as will those who guard it after me.
That was a very generous diversion, but we have work to do. I did not bring us here to explore. Clearly, something wants to be found.
Does this